Today's question asks, how do you become fully comfortable with your relationship with God to build a firm foundation before you can have a committed relationship with a guy? Well, you know, relationships are something that you work on every single day of your life. So I can't say that we ever fully arrive when it comes to our relationship with God, or anyone else for that matter. But I do believe that there's a place that we've nurtured our relationship with God and we've settled into it, and we know that it is a part of us, like breathing, eating, all the other things that we do, that God is now a necessary component in our lives. We crave his input into the situations in our lives, and he is the source of the peace and the joy that we feel on a daily basis, so that by the time we meet a guy, that guy is not the source of peace and joy and fulfillment. He just becomes an additional perk to what's already existing in your heart and your mind and your soul. I think that's the important part to grasp, that this person that comes into your life adds to your life. They don't become your life. God is the center of my joy, as that famous song says. God is my life. And because of that, it takes off that desperate edge. It gets me out of that place of jumping at anyone that just shows me interest, and really taking the time to study and know and make sure of exactly where this person should fit into my world. Did God put them into my life to be a friend, a business partner, or a life partner? I can do that when I'm not desperate. If there's a void in my heart and I haven't allowed God to fill all those empty places, I'm going to be looking for someone to fill that space in my heart. And that's going to make me stop thinking rationally and just jump into whatever is available, usually finding out that later it's not quite right. And after that, you've built yourself up for a big disappointment. So let's not set ourselves up for disappointment. Let's make sure that God is the core, the center, the foundation of our joy level, our fulfillment, our affirmation, our validation as women, men. When that is in place, the stage is set for people to enter stage right. And if they're not right, leave stage left, without all the angst, without the depression, without the deep, debilitating depression that we can feel when we expected someone to come into our lives and fill that space. If that place is already full, we aren't desperate. When we're not desperate, we make better choices when it comes to matters of the heart. And that's the important part and the foundation of why having God at the center of the core of your heart is most important. So getting fully comfortable with God really is about the day-to-day, checking in with him every day, having conversation with him every day, reading his word every day. And we sometimes we get started on that really well, then we kind of fall off the horse. And whenever we do, we usually end up making some choices that aren't really good for us. That's when we embrace men that aren't good for us. That's when we allow people in our lives that don't have the same type of relationship or level of relationship with God, and everything just gets messed up. So it's really important that day to day, that's where the comfort comes from. The comfort of familiarity, with his word, with the Holy Spirit, with his presence, with his voice speaking into your spirit every day. That's critical. That is crucial, because that's where you're going to get your daily bread. The daily bread is not just what you eat. It is the daily instruction that you live by, that feeds you to move forward in life and make the right decisions. So getting comfortable with God is all about the consistency that you have in your interaction and your exchange with him on a daily basis. And once you've got that comfort level built up, you'll have much more discernment about the people that enter your lives. You won't want to be unequally yoked, because you'll want someone that can exchange with you on the same level. When you get up in the morning and you tell that person, you know what, God told me to do this or not to do that, they're right there with you. They get it. You don't have to explain it, and they don't have to explain it away and have you fall into doubt. So it's very, very important to do whatever you've got to do to have that daily interaction with God. I'm going to tell you, one of my favorite things is my YouVersion Bible app on my phone. It's got all the translations of the Bible, and it's got countless devotional plans for you to just make you lock into reading something every day. You know, I find like if I walk away and wander away for a couple of days and my prayer life isn't what it should be and I'm not reading the word as I should, by the time I get back to that devotional, I can just feel my spirit just stretching and going, yeah, ooh, that feels so good. And I go, why don't I just do this all the time? So let's covenant together to make sure that our commitment to communing with God is on a daily basis. That's where that comfortable relationship and exchange begins, and it keeps us discerning about the others that we allow into our lives. Hey, if I've managed to bless you today, why not subscribe and share this with someone else? Someone else needs to be blessed. Don't forget to follow me on my other platforms as well, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. See you there.